Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome back. I have another great book to share with you. Remember, all week I'm sharing books that I have not read before, but they were recommended to me. So if you want to recommend a book for me to share with everyone, make sure you write to me and tell me all about the book that I should share with everyone. And if you do, I will send you one of these activity books as a thank you. Or if you just want to write to me to tell me how you are, that's awesome too. So this is a book called Where Are You From? By Shamali Said Mendez. And this is a great story about a little girl. And she keeps getting asked, where are you from? But she never really finds an answer until she asks her abuelo, and he gives her a great answer. So if you want to know, make sure to check this story out on Sora or at your Fresno County Library like I did. Boys and girls, are you ready to get started? Let's get started so that we can make our brain stronger. My name is Mrs. Vang, and I'm so excited to have you join me so that we can learn our letters and our sounds so that we can become amazing readers and writers. So let's get started with our high frequency words. Remember, high frequency words are words that we see most frequently when we are reading and writing. So it's important to know how to read them and write them automatically, which is as fast as you can say your name, so that you don't have to spend all that brain power sounding out those, so you can spend all that brain power sounding out those longer words. So we have 10 words that we are learning this week. Let's see, let's practice two. Let's practice the two that we're going to be learning today. Ready? Help me read and write. Ready? Here's my first word. Light. Help me read it. Light. Good job. Help me spell it. Light. Light. And remember, light is a multiple meaning word. It can have different meanings. It could be light as in lightweight, or it can be light as in like a color. Light, or it could just be like the light that you turn on to see. So different meaning, multiple meaning words. So as we read our sentence, we're going to have to really think about how this word is used to see if it makes sense in our sentence. Ready? Oh, and no, actually we have one more word. Our next word is grow. Help me read it. Grow. Help me spell it. G-R-O-W. Grow. Good job, boys and girls. Now, let's read our two sentences, and let's try to see if we can try to figure out which one of these words will go into our sentences so that it will make sense. Ready? Help me read the first sentence. The first sentence says, the kitten will into a cat. The second sentence says, help me read it, open the shades to let in the So which word would go into the first sentence so that it will make sense? The kitten will, oh, I hear you, will grow into a cat. Good job, boys and girls. That must mean light will go in the second sentence. Let's read it. Open the shades to let in the light. Yes, that does make sense. Good job, boys and girls. Now, let's practice reading all of our high frequency words. We'll start with the two that we learned today. Ready? Grow. Light, orange, flower, leaves, far, field, ready, bird, and until. Good job, boys and girls, practicing your high frequency words. So now let's go and train our ears. That's right, get your listening ears up. We have a fun game called What's My Word? Or Guess My Word. This is where I'm going to say some sounds, your job, blend them together, and guess my word. Ready? I'm gonna go really slow. Let's see if you guys can guess my word. Here are my first set of sounds. S, k, r, am, sk, r, am. What's my word? Scram. Good job. Did you get it? Scram. Good job. Okay, how about these set of sounds? What's my word? Ready? S, p, u, a, sh. Ready? Sp, u, ash. What is it? Splash. Good job. Splash. Okay, last set of sounds. You guys are getting so good at this. Ready? Okay. S, t, r, st, r, e, t, st, r, eat. What is it? Street. Good job. Street. Awesome job, boys and girls. You guys are doing such a good job listening for those sounds. Now, let's go and practice our sound of the week. Remember, we are practicing and learning our three-letter blends. Remember, three-letter blends say their own sounds. We just blend them together really fast. So, here are our three-letter blends. We have the SCR, and that says scr. Help me blend them at home, boys and girls. Scr, like scrap. SPR says spr, like spring. STR says stir, like stripe. SPL says spl, like splash. SHR, remember the SH is a blend, and it makes the shr, like in shrink. And again, TH is a blend. It makes the th. And then once we have the R, it makes the thr, like thrown. Thrown. Now, let's practice blending some words together. So let's look at these letters that I have up here. Help me blend it. Ready? The SHR says shrimp. What's my word? Shrimp. Shrimp. Like, do you like eating shrimp? I hear they're super yummy. I don't, because I'm allergic to shrimp. How about the next word? Let's blend them together. Ready? THR is my three-letter blend. It says own. Throne. Did you remember that bossy E makes the O says O, or what we call the silent E, throne. And here's actually a picture of a throne. What a king will sit on a throne. Good job, boys and girls. Now, what if I wanted to build a word? What if I wanted to build the word scrape? Help me sound it out. Scrape. What blend do you hear? Skr, skr. And you're right. That's the SCR. Skr, A. And it's a what? It's an A. Scrape. Good. What sound is that? The P. And remember, if that A said A, there was a silent E. Scrape. Scrape. Now, if I took away the silent E, now remember that vowel makes a short vowel, and that's a scrap. Scrap. You see how that happened? Scrap. Put the silent E back and it becomes scrape. Okay? Look for those clues. Remember, we've learned them already. So today, we have a sorting activity, and it goes right with what I was just practicing with you. We're going to read our words, and we're going to listen. Does it make the short vowel sound? Remember, A says A, E says E, I says I, O says ah, and you say or does it make the long vowel sound? Remember, long vowels just say their name. A says A, E, I, O, U. They say their own name. So help me read and sort. Ready? This says scrub. Scrub. What sound did you hear? That's our short vowel. You're right. How about this word? Thrill. That's a short vowel. Good job, boys and girls. How about this word? Scrape. Scrape. That says A. That's a long vowel. Good job. How are you doing, boys and girls? Good. Let's keep going. This says stretch. E makes the short vowel. Let's continue. Ready? Thrown. Thrown. That O says O. Good. And are you guys seeing a pattern? What do you see at the end? The silent E. You're right. Ready? Let's keep going. Shrug. Good. Short vowel. Stripe. What is this? I. Long vowel. How about this word? Splash. Short vowel. Shrink. What sound did you hear? Good. Short vowel. Strange. Strange. That's a tricky one. It makes the A sound. That was a hard one. Good job, boys and girls. So let's practice. Let's quickly go over our words. Short vowels. Scrub, thrill, stretch, shrug, splash, and shrink. And let's read over our long vowel words. Scrape, thrown, stripe, and strange. How did you do? Awesome job, boys and girls. Now, let's go and practice our structural analysis. And remember, this week we were working with compound words. And remember, compound words are two short words that go together, like the word flower and pot. Put them together, becomes flower pot. Here's my word star. Here's my word fish. Put them together, starfish, a fish that looks like a star. Here's my word cup. Here's my word cake. Put them together. What's my compound word? Cupcake. A cake in the shape of a cup. So it's important to identify these compound words so that you can determine the meaning of these words so that as you read, you'll understand what you are reading. So let's go and complete numbers 3 and 4. So we're going to find the compound word and then we're going to write the two smaller words that make it up. So here's number 3, springtime and spotted. Which one is a compound word? Good, springtime. And what two small words make up springtime? Spring and time. Good job. Now let's look at number 4, playing or pancake. Good, pancake is the compound word. What's the two small words? Pan and cake. Awesome job, boys and girls. You guys are doing such a great job, and we'll continue learning more compound words tomorrow. Now, don't forget, when things get hard, we don't give up. We just say, I can do it. We can say, I'm awesome. And we say, I am smart, because you are, boys and girls. Don't forget to come back tomorrow so that we can make our brain stronger. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.